everyone to the History Things podcast from the field 2025. We are standing today in Washington, D.C. We're going to be following, this year, we're going to be following the route of John Wilkes Booth as he made his escape from Washington, D.C. Pat, tell us where we're standing and the significance of where we are for anyone who might not know.
That's right, Parker. Behind us here is famous historic Ford's Theater. It was here on April 14th and to April 15th where Abraham Lincoln would attend a play and see his final hours play out. He was felled by the assassin's bullet from John Wilkes Booth. So what we're going to be doing today, like Parker said, is we're going to be starting here. We're actually going to take you from the alleyway, which Booth physically made his flight from, all the way down to the tip of southern Maryland, I guess crossing the bridge technically into Virginia to catch up with Booth. We're going to cover essentially about a 2.5 week period of time for us in a single day of traveling and filming. For you guys, we'll space it out. But we're going to be covering a lot of ground. We're very excited for this year's edition. So we're going to get started with going inside Ford's Theater and checking out the alleyway which Booth began his flight from. So we're inside Ford's Theater here. It was here on the evening of April 14th, 1865, where Abraham Lincoln was felled by an assassin's bullet. Behind me here you can see the balcony, which changed the trajectory of America forever. Abraham Lincoln was sitting there just about 10 o'clock p.m. with his family when the assassin John Wilkes Booth came in and shot him in the back of the head. John Wilkes Booth is immediately going to have to fend off a retaliatory attack from Major Rathbone in the booth. He'll be slicing him viciously with a knife, and then John Wilkes Booth himself is going to have to escape. He's going to start by jumping first directly off the balcony onto the stage. It's here in this moment where the controversy of Booth's shattered ankle or broken leg begins. Did he break it here in this jump? Did he break it later in his escape from Washington? We'll talk about that a little bit. But it's from here that he headed directly backstage and out to an alleyway and began to make his way out of the city.
We're now standing at the back of Ford's Theater. John Wilkes Booth has just pulled the trigger and assassinated President Abraham Lincoln. He jumps from the balcony onto the stage floor, potentially breaking his ankle, and we'll touch on whether or not that happened here or later in the journey. But he makes his escape through the back of the theater, through these doors, and into this alley, and he makes his escape.